With 2019 almost at an end, we are going into a new year, 2020, and a new decade. It is always good to take some time and reflect on all that has occurred in the year before it ends. Before I get into my 2020 financial goals, I want to talk about some end of the year planning or some end of the year review and making sure that we close out 2019 as we should. One of the most popular financial goals is to spend less. Now, with that being said, the first thing that we should do is review our spending for the year of 2019. We should take the time to look at how much we spent, what it is that we spent money on, and how does that compare to our goal of how much money we expected to spend or how much money we expected not to spend. The important thing is that we be honest with ourselves about how we spend our money, and being honest and admitting if we had some shortcomings is good to help us with reducing debt and not overspending in the next year. The second thing that we need to do as we wrap up the end of 2019 is how much did we save? We need to look at our savings. Did we reach our savings goal? Did we hit our target? We literally only have a few days left. So for some of us, we may still have enough time to catch up. For those of us that don't have the ability to catch up and hit that goal, let's just include that in our goal for next year for whatever we set for ourselves. Number 3 is let's look at our investing. The market was, somewhat volatile, but also overall it was up pretty much all year long. So let's take a moment to review our investments and let's make sure that they still align with our goals and our risks. Now, the second thing that we need to do when we're doing our end of the year review and planning is we need to know our deadlines. One of the first deadlines we need to know is for contribution, and that goes for IRAs, HSAs, and also even your employer 401ks. Now, for IRAs and HSAs, you have until April 2020 for your 2019 contributions. However, you want to make sure that you plan when you will finish so that you can have enough time to get your orders in a line, get your affairs, in order so that you can file your taxes on time. Now, when it comes to employee sponsored plans, they are usually due by the end of the year. IRAs, you are able to contribute $6,000, and for 401ks and 403bs, you are able to contribute $19,000. Now, far as your FSAs go, you should see your employer and see if they offer any carryover, or do you lose any unused funds if you don't use them by the end of 2019. So again, for your FSAs, you want to make sure that you check with your employer to see if they carry over any unused balance, or if you lose that balance by not using it by the end of the year. Last, before I get into my 2020 financial goals, you want to make sure that you end each year strong by setting yourself up for success for the next year. How do you do that, you may be thinking? You want to start with the end in mind. Set long-term and short-term goals. Measure your progress along the way and celebrate milestones. Guys, it is so important that you take time to acknowledge yourself for your accomplishments, both big and small. So make sure to measure your progress along the way and to celebrate milestones. Once your financial goals are set, build a budget. Allocate the money for your goals first. Save and pay down debt as much as you possibly can. And also be sure to set those spending targets, both fixed and variable expenses. Creating a budget at the end of each month for the following month will help you stay on track to reaching your 2020 financial goals and any goals you set beyond that. So now we're going to go ahead and look at my goals for the year of 2020. Before sharing with you my 5 top financial goals for 2020, I would like to shout out Passive Income Tom. This is his YouTube page. As you can see, it says helping you earn passive income. He is another content creator in the financial community of YouTube. He shares tons of videos about investing, real estate, side hustles, and just ways that you can increase your earnings and put your money to work. He challenged a lot of us to this financial income or financial goals for 2020, and he called a lot of us out. So if you guys aren't yet subscribed to his channel, please go and subscribe to his channel, check out his content, and I will leave a card in this video or at the end of this video so that you guys can check out the video where he called out a lot of us YouTubers to go ahead and set our financial goals for the year 2020. Now we're going to look at my financial goals for 2020. So now we look at my 2020 financial goals. My objectives for my 2020 financial goals are to create passive income, of course, invest more, and also plan more for retirement or get closer to my retirement goal. How we plan to fund our 2020 financial goals is our household is a 2-income household. I am paid weekly and my spouse bi-weekly. As I said in the previous segment, it is good to start with the end in mind. So one of the many awesome things about the year 2020, not only is 2020 a leap year, meaning we get an extra day in February. However, in these months, we receive an additional paycheck because there's an extra payday depending on what day you get paid. So in January, May, July, and October, I will receive 5 paychecks rather than the normal 4 paychecks that I receive in the other months. And then in January, May, and July, my spouse will receive 3 paychecks versus the 2 that he normally receives on a regular month. Now, one of the awesome things about having your finances in order and planning ahead financially is you're able to give more. As this quote says, when God blesses you financially, don't raise your standard of living, raise your standard of giving. And for those of you who may not, believe in God, when the universe blesses you financially, don't raise your standard of living, raise your standard of giving. So I will not disclose to you guys yet because that will come in another video later on this week. But I do plan to give $1,000 more in 2020 than what I gave in 2019. So that is financial goal number 1. Financial goal number 2 is to monetize here on YouTube, to reach monetization here on YouTube. In order to reach monetization, I need 1,000 subscribers. I am currently a little bit over 400 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, Minds in Motion, make sure that you do so ASAP. And also, I need 4,000 watch hours. So if you guys have not taken advantage of the awesome content that I share here on YouTube, make sure that you also do so. Like, comment, and hit that bell notification so that you know when I post other videos here on YouTube. Thank you guys who are subscribed. Thank you guys for all the support of the financial community here on YouTube. It is so appreciated. And that's one of the awesome things about 2019 is I joined the financial community here on YouTube, and I met some awesome and amazing people, and I cannot wait to grow with you guys and see what 2020 has in store for all of us. So that is financial goal number 2. Financial goal number 3 is investing. So 2019 was a year of a lot of firsts for me. I started investing in the stock market for the first time in 2019 at the beginning of February. So my actual anniversary date for investing is coming up here in a month or so, and I will be celebrating that here with you guys on YouTube. So far as investing goes, I use both Webull and SoFi. I do still have my Robinhood account since I was able to get the cash management card, and Robinhood decided that they were going to come out with fractional shares and the drip plan. I decided to hold on to my Robinhood account. Now, I am not funding my Robinhood account with any new money. I have been sharing that with you guys here on YouTube lately. However, my investing goals for 2020, far as my investing accounts, is for Webull, I plan to fund that account with $5,000 in new money. And how I plan on doing that is by putting $100 every week into that account. Now, for my Webull account, I mainly invest in Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Kings, and Dividend Champs. Now, as far as my SoFi Invest account goes, it is a fractional share portfolio. I invest in both growth stocks and dividend stocks. I also invest in a couple ETFs on that particular trading platform. I plan to fund that account with $1,400 in new money, and I'm going to do that by putting $25 per week into that account. And you guys can check out these portfolios here on my YouTube channel. I have a playlist where I disclose all of my investing into both of these portfolios for Webull and SoFi. So goal number 4 for 2020 is to create some passive income, or to just diversify my investment portfolio. So I know that some people may not consider investing in real estate to be a passive income unless you decide to hire a property manager and have them take care of everything for you. However, being a new, investor into the real estate market, I don't plan on having any type of property manager currently. What I do plan on doing is buying a multi-family unit, and I guess they consider this to be house hacking, where you live in one side and you rent out the other side. In order to go ahead and begin the process of purchasing this multi-family unit, I want to save $20,000 by July the 31st of 2020. And how I plan on doing that is I will use 31 paychecks, that's from January the 1st up until July the 31st, and 17 paychecks from my spouse. That will be a total of 48 paychecks in order to have us reach that number of $20,000 by July the 31st. Now, in order to do that, I will have to save $500 out of my first 14 paychecks, and then $765 out of 17 paychecks where me and my spouse both get paid in that week. So the weeks that I only get paid will be 14 weeks from now up until July the 31st. And I will set aside $500 from each one of my paychecks. I will set that money aside first before I pay any bills, before I do anything. And then on the weeks that both myself and my spouse get paid, we will set aside $765, and that will come out of 17 paychecks. and that's from now until July the 31st. So I will be funding this savings of $20,000 from 31 paychecks because I get paid more times than my spouse does because he gets paid bi-weekly. However, he will have 17 paychecks that he will contribute into this $20,000 because he gets paid bi-weekly. So if I put $500 from 14 of my paychecks and then a total of $765 from 17 of our paychecks that we get paid on the same week, by July the 31st, we should have saved $20,000. And then I already have money saved, and I plan on beginning the process of looking for my first investment property, which will be a multi-family unit. And I will keep you guys updated on that journey, and I will let you guys know how that's going. And I will keep you guys, with me as I'm reaching these milestones. I'll probably do a monthly update on where we are with this journey of real estate investing. So that is goal number 4. Now, goal number 5 is retirement. So again, in the year 2020, I learned about the FIRE movement. So I won't say that I'm fired. I'll say that I just struck my match. So in order to reach FIRE, I want to retire by the age of 45. That gives me roughly 7 years to reach all of my financial goals in order to be able to retire by the age of 45. And for me, retiring doesn't mean not working. It just means being able to do what I love to do and being able to do what I would do if I didn't get paid for it. I want to have $1 million in paper asset, and I actually want to have that $1 million in paper asset by the age of 40. Now, I currently have an IRA account with both Webull and Chase. This is going to be the first year that my spouse gets to contribute to his company 401k, so I didn't include that in this, but I will give you guys updates on how that's going. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up for him this week, and hopefully we can max that out as much as possible. I don't know yet that we'll be able to reach the 19,000. I think it's 19,500 this year for your 401k, but we do plan to max it out as much as possible, and his company does offer a employee match. So I'll give you guys more data on that as I get that set up and get that going. So what I plan to do is, of course, contribute the $6,000, which you're able to contribute into an IRA account. I want to do that by investing $200 into each account of each month. So through July, I will be investing $100 into each account per month because we're going to be funding that real estate account. And then from August to December, we will no longer be funding the real estate account. So I will be investing $900 each month into those accounts. And how I'll do that is by investing $230 a week or $115 into each account per week. So that is my plan for my IRA accounts. One is to, of course, max it out with the $6,000 contribution. I want to put $3,000 into each account, $200 into each account per month from now until July, which will be $100 a month into each account. And then from August to December, I'm going to go ahead and finish maxing out those accounts. So that will take $920 a month or $230 a week, which adds up to $115 each week into those accounts. So those are my 5 financial goals for the year of 2020, guys. So in order to, my grand total per week is going to be roughly around $990 that I will be putting aside first out of our income. That's not paying bills, not buying groceries, not putting gas in the car, but roughly around $1,000 a week I will fund into these accounts all the way up until 2020, until the end of 2020. Now, if something comes up and we're able to earn more money, then I will definitely be putting that extra money to work. I do plan on us, creating some passive income for ourselves. As I said, I want to get my YouTube channel monetized. I want to go ahead and begin investing in real estate. So as those things, transpire, I will keep you guys updated on what we're doing with any additional income we're earning. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's almost 2020. I hope everyone had an amazing 2019. I hope you guys all reached all the goals that you had for 2019. And for the goals that you guys didn't reach, I hope that you guys include those in your goals for 2020 and make sure that you, like I said, plan with the end in mind. Go ahead and plan ahead. And sometimes you're going to stumble, but just know that when you fall down, get back up, keep going. It's just brush your shoulders off, keep it moving. Reset those goals, realign your goals with whatever you have going on in life at that moment. But just know, don't give up. You can do it. I am Marie Brown. This is my channel, Minds in Motion, and make sure that you're always becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you so much, guys.